This fucking guy, dude.
Bedtime probably do a better job at being a voice actor than being a UFC fighter. So he should actually stop trying to be a fighter and be a voice actor in the anime.
Rao versus Rao.
What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel if you're not a new subscriber, and welcome to the channel if you is a new subscriber, bruh. Hey, man, today is a feel-good Sunday, you feel me? So I decided I'm gonna drop, this is mainly for my MMA community. My guys are like the UFC, fighting, all that kind of stuff. But low-key, this video could be for everybody, because all we're gonna be doing is laughing today, bro. And if you're like me, laughing is like contagious. So I have not seen this video, but I already know I'm about to be dying, bro. It's a UFC. This is one of my favorite creators on YouTube, Bedtime MMA, and he made a UFC impressions tier list. You feel me? So he's just gonna, and he has some really fire impressions, bro. And I love me a good impersonation, fam. You feel me? So we're gonna be reacting to that shit. Each one, I think he has like 20 to 30 of them on there, and we're just gonna be laughing the whole time, bro. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. For anybody who wants to watch this shit, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into this motherfucking video.
What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here with the video everybody's been waiting for. This is the official Bedtime MMA impressions tier list. Every single impression that I do is on this tier list. S is going to be the best impression that I do. A and B, these are ones that I use a lot that people really enjoy. C and D, good impressions, funny impressions, but they only have very specific uses, or I only use one or two sentences in that impression. Let's jump straight into this because we've got about 36 people on this list, all right? And
mind you, I'm not trying to pause too much because the video is long already. It's like 40 minutes. But mind you, this nigga, if y'all don't know who this is, if you're MMA guy, if you're MMA community and like low key, you probably know who this is. You feel me? But my man's is Australian, bro. So the fact that he can do all these impressions, like how good he does them, I've only heard a few. There's probably gonna be a lot on here I've never heard. I've only heard a few, but he's Australian and he's doing this shit. You feel me? Like that's really impressive.
Starting off, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. I promise you guys, man. I'm going to put Brandon Moreno in the D tier. I can do the Brandon Moreno speech like I just did, but other than that, I ain't got shit for this little dude, bro. So I'm gonna put Brandon Moreno in the D tier. He's a solid little impression that I can do, but that's about it. That's all I've got for this guy is that one sentence, and for that reason, he's going D tier. Let's move on swiftly to a very high level impression. Frankly, a lot of people telling me, you know, Donald Trump's not a UFC fighter. He shouldn't be on the tier list. Somebody had to put him. Somebody had to do it.
Holy shit.
People tell me, frankly, Bedtime does the best Trump impression, bar none. Nobody does it better. And I'd have to agree. Frankly, I'd have to agree a lot. I like it a lot. I'm going to put Trump in the A tier. I know he's not a UFC fighter, but he is an impression that I do on this channel very regularly. This is a guy that I get asked to do on stream. Pause. Every single time I go live, I have to put Trump in the A tier. This is one of my best impressions. This is one that I've really done in real life in front of other people, and it's so good that I've had girls be like, "Bro, please don't do that. Please don't put Trump in this room right now." So that's how you know.
Tell me that don't sound like Trump for real.
It's a heater, bro. When it starts to really offend people, that's a real heater fucking impression right there. So Donald Trump, A tier. All right. Let's move on to one of my favorite fighters. I do a decent impression of him, but it's pretty limited. Yeah, you know, like, I don't really care if Bedtime doesn't do any more impressions of me, you know, like, I'm just here to get the cash and do
This one is so funny because, like, if y'all don't know about Jack Della Maddalena, like I said, if you're a UFC fan, you know who that is, but if you're not, I don't blame you. But Jack Della Maddalena, bro, his nose is so crooked, and he really does sound like he be talking like Squidward. His shit really be sounding so stuffed, but it's only because his shit is so crooked, bro. Like, he got a flat nose, and it's like, it's hella funny, but that's all he's making it.
Like, that's it. JDM, solid impression. Obviously, being Australian, it's kind of cheating being able to do a JDM impression.
Oh, God.
I'm going to put him in the D tier. All I have for him is covering my nose and doing a Perth accent. So for that reason, JDM,
simple.
You go in D tier, brother. All right. Let's move on to British JDM. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Just hanging out with my cat. That's about it. Arnold Allen, he's a tier above JDM in my opinion. They have very similar speech patterns. They do the same shit basically. They just go and then they say really like chill stuff. Arnold Allen's a little bit easier for me to do, or I find him a little bit funnier to do. There's a bit more material I can use with the Arnold Allen impression. But he's not a...
Arnold Allen talks like just like a dork. He's a really nice guy, but he just talks like a dork. But he looks like a fucking bully.
Or that there's a lot to do with the joke. So I'm going to put him in the C tier. I would say that's pretty fair placement. I know a lot of people like my Arnold Allen impression.
That was spot on,
I'll put him C tier. I'll give him some respects. Let's move on to one of my favorite fighters, literally one of my heroes in MMA, in UFC.
How many times did you put me on the tier list? Exactly. Sorcerers don't get knocked out. He got in my bubble. I had to latch him up like an eagle.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite impersonation. This guy Cody Garbrandt is such an idiot, bro. But he's so funny. Like, I never liked Cody Garbrandt, but this nigga just, bro, really has CTE. You cannot tell me otherwise, bro. He'd be funny as hell. The shit he be doing in the octagon and just the way he be talking, bro. This guy is spad. He's so, but that impersonation is definitely by far my favorite, bro. He does that shit spot on. He just sounds like a whiny little ass kid.
Do the best Cody Garbrandt of all time, but there are Cody Garbrandt phrases I do use regularly in my life. I do get asked to do Cody Garbrandt impressions a lot.
That shit was
and
fire.
He's a pretty funny one, so I'm gonna put him in the C tier. He's solid. He's not a high usage player. He's a guy coming off the bench for me in terms of impressions, but again, he's pretty solid. He's a decent one that I like to pull out sometimes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
He's got his usage. And he's one of my favorite fighters as well, which definitely helps him out in his standings. He's going in the C tier. Okay. Now, guys, I do this every single video. You're going to be hearing this joke till the end of time. I had to put myself on the tier list. And I'm going to put Oliveira in the B tier.
I thank you so much. I be a champion. The champion's name is Charles Oliveira. Thank you, brother. Hey, Vancouver.
I've got a lot of Charles Oliveira speaking English from his 289 post-fight press conference. Hopefully
not the Brazilian accent.
At UFC 300, and we can get more English Oliveira to add to the memes. You know, show me the man, yeah? There's a couple of Oliveira phrases I can use. I do get asked to do them a lot, and I do have a lot of his mannerisms down from when he spoke English.
Charles probably getting knocked out at 300.
I big a champion. My English is little.
Keeping
thank you so much.
You know, that's how he speaks.
And I love
that's what
Charles
he sounds
too,
like.
but...
And I think this is a solid one above the level of Arnold Allen and Cody Garbrandt, but not as good as Donald Trump. That's why I'm going to put my boy Charlie Olives, literally me, by the way, guys, in the B tier. Okay?
Stupid.
Let's move on to one of my least favorite fighters, but a guy that I can do a solid impression of. I wouldn't say it's my best impression, but it's not my worst, okay? I don't know how he would feel about it. He'd probably chuck a hissy fit. I'm gonna put Ian Gary in the C tier.
Sit down, shut up. Can you fucking move me up to the B tier? I deserve a lot better than this. I don't want to be in the C tier next to these guys that eat meat. I don't want to be around these guys. I want to go up to the B tier.
Hey, I couldn't tell you the difference. This sounds just like
Ian Gary is an impression that I do quite
little baby cuck.
But it has its usages. It has its limits. You can't listen to a 10-minute Ian Gary impression bit. I don't want to do an Ian Gary impression for that long.
I'll blow my brains out.
He's one that I have to use in kind of spurts. Pause. Ian Gary's like a vaccine, bro. Like, I got to get a little bit of exposure to the cringe to do it, but I can't overload my body or else it's going to give me fucking autism or something. I don't know what. This is getting really political. Okay. Anyways, Ian Gary, I'm gonna put him C tier. He's alright. He's alright. You know what I'm saying?
I hate Ian
He's
Gary.
not my best one. He's alright though.
7.
Let's move on to, I would say, an underrated bedtime impression, but not one that I use a lot. People don't really ask for it too much. Hamzat's going D tier because all I have with Hamzat is,
I don't give a fuck, brother. I smash everybody. I come here, I fuck everybody, smash everybody. Don't give a fuck, brother. I'm gonna eat everybody like wolf, brother. I'm hungry.
All I have with Hamzat is him just mumbling at a weigh-in. That's all I've got for him. He gets
Spot
on stage
on.
and go, "What are your thoughts on tomorrow night's fight?"
I don't give a fuck, brother. Just smash fucking.
As long as you say smash everybody, kill everybody,
That's
you
all
got
he does.
Hamzat
So
down.
Hamzat,
Yeah.
he's going D tier. He's a solid impression. Underrated, in my personal humble opinion, but not used enough. Not enough consistency there to put him up in the C tier. Put him up in the B tier. All right. This next guy, I mean, this is one of my best impressions. Again, it's kind of cheating, I feel. But I'm going to take the advantage that I can get. I've just realized I forgot Robert Whittaker. Oh, fuck. But I didn't forget this man. listen, yeah, I'm the type of guy, you know, you put my A tier, you don't put my S tier. I don't like that. That don't sit well with me, yeah. You know, obviously Ilya caught me with that shot, you know, lucky punch. You know, that's not going to be there in the next time, so...
Literally
you know,
how
I
this
can
nigga
celebrate
talks.
now, but when I get
It's
that
literally
rematch,
how
I
Volk
promise, mark my
talks.
words, I'm getting my belt back, you know, and I'm getting back to the S tier on the impressions, you know? Because Bedtime putting me in the A tier, it's doing my fucking head in. Alright? Volk's going A tier. I mean, Volk, again, this is an easy one for me. It's kind of cheating. But at the same time, he does have his mannerisms, and I think I do have his mannerisms pretty well down. I wouldn't say I'm the definitive best Volk, but I would say I'm in the conversation of best Volk on YouTube. And
No cap, no
I
cap.
would say his mannerisms are on point. His speech patterns are on point. There's a lot of things I can do with the Volk impression. I can do the depressor. You know, you're doing my fucking head in, you know? Oh, guys, I'm not trying to get fucking emotional. You know, I can just stand up for yourself. Yeah, that don't sit well with me. So I've got range in the Volk, which helps. And for that
Fucking
reason,
midget.
I believe he belongs in the A tier. All right. The scary thing about this video is I feel like the longer I do these impressions, I'm going to forget what I sound like. And I'm just going to be an amalgamation of MMA like catchphrases. Like I'm just going to be whatever sentence is required from an MMA fighter, like a fucking scroll, bro. You know, I'm going to just have every power unlocked. But let me move on to a man who's trying to unlock as many passes for himself as he can. I'm putting Michael Chandler in the C tier because I do have a funny Michael Chandler
Fucking
impression.
hate
I have his
Michael Chandler.
mannerisms, but I wouldn't say I can do his voice very accurately. You know, my Michael Chandler impression. See you at the top. God bless Conor McGregor. I just scream in an American accent.
That's all you
I
gotta
just whisper
do.
scream.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
You know, and I think
guy's
my
a
Michael
douchebag.
Chandler shines in the prompts that I do. You know, I came up with, you know, Michael Chandler adopting Manel Karp. You know, Manel Karp, you gotta let somebody adopt you, so pick me. See you at the adoption center. You know, Michael Chandler is a funny one. He's a solid one I can use, but I would say he's not my best impression. And for that reason, he's not cracking B tier. He's staying solid down in the C tier. C for Chandler. And yeah, I think that's a pretty fair placement. Let's move on to one of my favorite impressions. I'm going to be honest here, guys. This is an underrated bedtime impression that does not get requested enough, that I feel like I can do pretty solid. And, you know, I've had some funny prompts on stream before. I'm going to put Maxi Blessed Holloway in the B tier. I will never forget. Somebody asked me, yo, do an impression of Max Holloway as Spider-Man. Listen, brother, I'm going to save you from this fire, brother. I'm going to save you from the heat, brother. Hey, I am Spider-Man, brother. With great responsibility comes great power, brother. Listen, we're going to find out Saturday night if your girl made it out the fire, brother. But I'm here to save you, bro. I'm here to save you, brother. We lapping you. Green Goblin, we lapping you, brother. So Max Holloway is one that I like doing. I would say I've got it pretty solid. He's got his funny mannerisms. I am the heat, brother. We're going to find out Saturday night, baby. What island is it, brother? So Max Holloway's a solid one.
That was
I would
that
say
was
he's
low key
not up in my most
disrespectful.
popular ones. That's why I'm not really putting him A tier. He's not a hood classic bedtime impression, you know? When you think of bedtime MMA impressions, you probably think of Izzy, you think of Connor, you think of Paddy Pimblett, you think of Strickland, whoever you think of, you probably don't think of the Max Holloway impression. And for that reason, I can't really put him any higher, but I personally like doing the Max Holloway. I think it's pretty solid. I think B tier is fair. Moving on to a decently requested bedtime impression, but one that kind of flies under the radar. I don't think I've done this in many videos. And when I do, I know this is an impression that people like because all the comments are just timestamping this impression with skull emojis. Alright? This fucking guy, dude.
Bedtime probably did a better job at being a voice actor than being a UFC fighter. So he should actually stop trying to be a fighter and be a voice actor in the anime.
Rao versus Rao.
Holy shit. That one caught me off guard. I've never heard him do that impersonation before. I feel bad because everybody, like I said, if you're a UFC fan, you know what Raw Rose sounds. Well, you already know what he sounds like, but you know what he looks like, and I just feel bad for the guy, bruh. And especially if you're impersonating, like you gotta feel bad a little bit too, bro, because this nigga talk, he can't help the way he talk, right? It's just because it's chill. Like, he got the craziest underbite of all time. This man is really the real life Crimson Chin, bro. I don't know how his face got like that or what that shit's called. If that's a thing, but he can't help it, bro. So that shit was funny as fuck though.
I said, I know this is kind of a hood classic bedtime impression that goes like it's like an underrated prospect that
That shit was
if
funny
you know,
as hell.
you know, right?
God damn.
Most people
Literally
don't
crying.
know about the Raul Rosas impression. this might be your first time hearing it.
That was.
And I guarantee in future videos and past videos, if you go back and look, when I do the Ralrosis impression, there are comments timestamping it with skull emojis with "Nah, bro, no way you did that."
Literally.
This is one that has potential to rise over the years, but for right now, because of its cult classic underground kind of status, and you know, it is pretty fucked up in my opinion. It's a fucked up impression to do.
That's what I said.
Put him in the C tier.
That's what I
said. Okay.
That's so fucked
Now,
up.
guys, this next one of my personal favorite impressions I do ever. One of my favorites to do, especially recently. This guy's stock has risen so high in Bedtime and MMA impressions. It's crazy. He rose like an eagle, you know. And when people ask me to do the Ortega impression, I just go, "I'm glad you asked." You know, I had to break my beak. I had to break my ankle. I had to go from being one of the most unrequested Bedtime.
That sounds just like Brian
you know,
Ortega. How does he do
impression.
it?
You know, I rose up like an eagle. You know, you fly to the mountaintop. You can either be a Hollywood impression, that's
Holy shit.
or you can be an A-tier impression like Volk and Trump. You know, I had to fly up like an eagle. So, you know, that's part of my story. I'm glad you asked. Brian, the Eagle Ortega, the master of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This guy's an A-tier impression. This is one of the funniest impressions there is, in my personal opinion. I love doing the Ortega memes. There's just so much gold there. With, like, it used to be just Ortega being a deadbeat dad. Now we have the Eagle Maxa, inspirational speaker aspect to it, breaking the beak, cheating on Cortez. I mean, there's just so much gold there with Ortega.
Hey, you know Brian Ortega got poor. You know he be getting bitches because the shorty he cheated on, she was a baddie, bruh. She was definitely a baddie. Like, Brian Ortega stayed with the shorties, man. I give him credit for that. Outside, he really a dog inside the ring or inside the octagon and out, bro. If you know, you know.
Personally, one of my favorite impressions to do. I'm gonna put him in the A tier. The Eagle has risen to A tier. What a goat. Let's move on. Speaking of goats, I'm gonna put Islam in the B tier. Brother, this guy black belt. Okay, brother, we have to check this, brother, and we have to cancel many remaining A tier impressions, brother. This guy put me B tier, brother. How this guy Holloway can't B tier? This guy has 3 sentences, brother. Speech, brother. This guy.
I'm screaming.
B tier, brother. This guy D tier, brother. Islam's a solid one.
I've never heard him do Islam before. Every other word is literally, brother. This guy Islam is a real life troll, bro. If y'all don't know Islam like that, bro. Bro is really a troll. He be disrespectful the way he be talking about people.
I'm not gonna put him A tier because I don't think I have his exact voice down.
Nah.
He's one of those ones. I
The
have
mannerisms stuff.
on
Yeah,
there. I think
mannerisms.
I have Islam's mannerisms.
For sure.
The way that he speaks.
We said it at the same
pretty
time. That's
nailed
funny.
down. All right, nailed down like a coffin. Trust. All right, that's a pretty decent Izzy one. He's coming later. Don't worry. Okay. But I wouldn't say I have his exact voice, his exact pitch to his voice down. And for that reason, I like doing the Islam impression, but I would say it's a mid-level Bedtime impression. Maybe high C, but I'm going to put him low B in this rankings. And I'm just going to put his brother in straight away. I think Khabib is a C tier Bedtime impression. Not very requested. Basically just a reskin of the Islam impression. It's just a deeper version of Islam. So when I do Islam, it's like, brother, this guy black belt? Okay, we have to check this, brother. And we have to cancel many remaining black belts. And then Khabib is just, hey, guys, I know you don't like this. Alhamdulillah, I'm gonna.
Hell, he does that shit so good.
He think whiskey gonna help him, brother? This is number 1 bullshit in lightweight division, brother. Hey, chicken, I can eat you in street fight. So I would say Khabib's a solid.
I smash your boy. I can't do it like him. I know Khabib's mannerisms, but this nigga really got that shit down pat.
One, but C tier because
I love
he's
Khabib,
not
man. That's
really a
my goat.
requested one. I don't really get to do it anymore. He's not really relevant in the MMA game anymore. So
Chill.
Khabib's a C tier impression. It's in my back pocket. You know, it's in my back pocket like a wallet. Trust. Okay, I need to stop Izzy before he comes in, but yeah, it's in my back pocket. But it's not one that I would say is one of my funniest impressions or my most requested impressions, my most beloved ones. For that reason, I would say Islam's B, Khabib is C. Okay. Now we have another instance where there's 2 voices that are just reskins of each other, except I think I do them a lot better, probably because I'm Australian. First off, Paddy Pimblett's going in the A tier. Lad, I swear to fucking God, mate, you're a fucking sausage, lad. Mate, even calling you a fucking sausage is making me hungry, lad. Tony's talking about fucking hell month. Mate, I haven't had a pizza or a fucking burger or fucking ice cream in a month, lad. I'm cutting fucking 40 pounds.
How does this nigga do this shit?
What
What
the
the fuck?
fuck, lad? Paddy Pimblett's one of my favorite ones.
That was really good.
A-tier impression in my personal opinion. I think this is one where I've nailed it down after trial and error. I could originally do the Till. Now Paddy Pimblett is my better Scouser, in my opinion. I think Till was the OG. Now I can do Paddy Pimblett a lot better. I can do Paddy Pimblett in basically any scenario. Any sort of like structure of words I can do with Paddy Pimblett. And in my book, if I can do this impression in any situation, that's an A-tier impression. Again, this is one I've used to rizz up Paddy. So this is a solid, proven fucking impression, you guys. All right? And coming in at the B tier, mate, I'm not fucking scared of anyone except Yoel Romero. He's a fucking huge cunt. I'm not fucking fighting him, mate. But anyone else can
Fuck
fucking
there
get
too.
it, mate. I'm not scared of anyone.
and then Mike Perry comes up.
Do you want to spar, mate? I thought you meant like a steam, lad. Yeah, we can have a little punch on, mate. We can have a fucking spar, lad. I don't give a fuck, mate.
Darren Till's like a slightly higher pitched reskin of the Paddy Pimblett impression. I don't use it as much. I wouldn't say it's as funny. Paddy Pimblett has a lot more versatility. He's a lot more relevant, and I just find this impression funnier. So that's the difference between
Darren Till
Paddy
just be
being
saying the
A
same
tier
shit
and Till
over and over
being the
again.
B tier. But now that I've got these two Scouser sausages out of the way, let me move on to one of my personal favorite impressions. This guy is a handy joke. Anytime I need a laugh at the end of an impression, I just add this fucking guy in the end of it. Marvin Vettori, the thinker himself, the biggest and brightest mind in MMA. Always asking the question. How was that even a fucking question, bro? What the fuck, bro? How was that even a fucking impression request, bro? You're fucking asking me to do impression of Marvin Vettori asking about the meaning of life, bro. How's that even a fucking question, bro? What's the fucking answer to that, dude? Marvin Vettori raging out because he doesn't understand things. Well, chef's kiss. One of the funniest.
Marvin Vettori is an
joke formats,
idiot.
in my opinion, on the channel.
In fairness, to defend Marvin Vettori, this man is only stupid because he's been hit so many times in the fucking head, bro. Like, bro, his gift, like, or he has a gift and a curse. Bro can eat a punch, but the issue is he's eaten so many of them over time, especially that fight against Jerry Cannonier. Bro is just straight brain dead, man. But he was already brain dead before that, but that shit did not help. So he's just a really stupid guy, like a stupid jock, like a really, really
B
stupid
tier
one.
because he is a bit one note. I wouldn't say there's like a lot of depth to the Marvin Vettori impression or the Marvin Vettori joke. I would say it's just someone says something stupid, Marvin Vettori jumps in. How was that even a fucking question? You know, that's all he does. That's what he's good for.
That's it.
He rages
That's
out
it.
like an orc. We all laugh. We go home. So Marvin Vittori, very solid impression in my opinion. Very reliable.
That nigga was
on the
wearing
channel,
his shorts
but
backwards in
he's
the
a bit
UFC.
one
In
note,
that UFC
so I'm gonna put him in the B tier. Okay?
photo shoot, bro.
Let's move on to
Spat.
maybe an underrated bedtime impression. I would say this one gets kind of swept under the rug because I'm just going to be upfront. There are better versions of this impression out there. I would say MMA Guru does a better version of this guy. Tom Aspinall, have you ever been fingered by an MMA fighter?
Whoa.
What would it take? You know, bedtime.
He did ask
Take
that. I
things
forgot.
Nice and slow if you want to be the
Tanina
best
Drama.
impressionist on YouTube.
And he got a
You
wife.
can't be saying you've got the best Tom Aspinall. I don't think you do. You've got to do at least 10 more impressions of him before you can really nail it down. You got to take your time so you're not a hype train from Australia. Tom Aspinall, I would say I do a solid Tom Aspinall.
Valid.
I would say I do a decently competent Tom Aspinall impression. Can be funny, can get a laugh, but like I said, I just got to be honest. I find it weird doing the Tom Aspinall because I find Guru's better. I find Guru's impression of Aspinall
That was still good
funnier.
though.
And I would say a lot of my impression of him has come from listening to Guru do it and go, okay, that's like a tone that he does. That's a tick that he has. Because all of these impressions, if you didn't know, I build them from I hear a sentence from the fighter. And then I start to hear how they say a word, how they say a tick, and, you know, the way that they pause when they speak. So that's how you pick up on an impression if you have that skill naturally. And I would say Tom Aspinall, the first thing I did, I'd love to fight him. Be a huge fight out of the UK. And I started to build from there. But yeah, Guru clears in the Aspinall impression. So for that reason, I'm going to put my Tom Aspinall in the C tier. Let's move on to one of my, probably my favorite fighter ever. I'm going to be straight up, dude. Nick Diaz is going in the B tier. Now, obviously,
Favorite fighter.
we have 2015 Nick Diaz, you know. I like it. I like it. You know, I like it. It's whatever. I like it. And then we've got rambling younger Nick Diaz. You know, if I hear myself saying something fucking stupid, I'm gonna get fucking mad. Like, you know, if you're talking about, you know, they're saying I'm on steroids. All these motherfuckers are on steroids.
all these motherfuckers are on steroids, right? So all these motherfuckers are on steroids. If I hear myself saying something fucking stupid, now I'm fighting a guy that's on steroids and he fucking beats me, I'm gonna get fucking mad. Like, I'm gonna hear myself saying something fucking stupid, I'm gonna say something stupid, I'm gonna get mad. You know, Nick Diaz just talks in circles. You gotta, you know, inquire what he means. And then there's older Nick Diaz as well, when Ariel was talking to him. You know, you're talking about baptizing my beard. You know, that's my baby brother. You know, that's my baby brother. You know, you're talking about baptizing him. That's my baby brother. So, Nick Diaz, he's a solid one.
Spad, another Spad dude.
He's definitely not my best Diaz brother impression, that's for sure. I'm going to put Nate on here later, but I would say Nick Diaz is a solid one. Once I get the rambling going, most people find it pretty funny. And I don't see a lot of people able to do a Nick Diaz impression, so for that reason, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm going to put him in the B tier, you know. I like it. It's a good impression. You know, I like it. Let's move on to one of my probably like most underground beloved impressions. Like when people know about this one, they want to hear it a lot. And I'm going to put him in the B tier. I'm going to put Yuri in the B tier. People fucking love this impression, dude. And every time Yuri comes up in the news, my whole live stream chat is just, yo, do the Yuri impression, do the Yuri impression. Anytime I play as Yuri in UFC 5, do the Yuri impression, do the Yuri impression. And all I do is I am very excited for this fight. You know, I am very excited to come to this
really
fight
accurate.
and fights with the guys, with the punches and the kicks. And last night I was in the woods and I captured an eagle.
That's really accurate.
The
whisper.
He's a very deep guy. The broken English aspect is pretty easy. And it's a pretty easy impression to do on me personally because I just get to whisper. Some of these I have to really like fuck with my voice to do it. But Yuri impression, cool. It's an easy one to do. It's pretty solid. I would say it's probably the best Yuri Prohaska impression I've ever heard.
Ain't nobody else doing it, Yuri.
YouTube space. I could be wrong, but I think it's the best Yuri out there. And you know, it's a solid one. It's a solid one. So I'm gonna say B tier Yuri impression. Not a lot of jokes I can get out of it. That's why it's not much higher, but it is pretty accurate if that's what we're basing it off. But I'm also considering like how funny is the impression? What jokes can I do with it? So let's move on to God rest his soul, a man that just got slumped the fuck out in his last fight. Francis Ngannou. I'm going to put him in the D tier. I would say I do a solid Francis, but the reason he's down so low is because he's a one-note joke. There is literally like two sentences I can say as Ngannou. All I do is someone asks for an Ngannou impression. I just get on the mic. I didn't say that, Stipe. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I never said that. I didn't say that. And then the only other thing I can do as Ngannou is just be like, don't lie, Stipe. Don't lie, Stipe. I didn't say that. That's all I have with it.
That nigga sound just like him.
I could maybe build on it a little bit. If he you know, does a few more interviews, you know, if I hear him more, I could maybe build on it. But for right now,
say that.
The Ngannou impression is literally one sentence and a heavy breathing into the mic. You can't go much higher. You're not on the level of the Khabib or the Aspinall, where I can do the impression for a while. I'm gonna put Ngannou in the D tier. Let's move on. We're in the fucking star row now. All the impressions that I can see on the side of my screen, these are all certified bedtime classics. These are the ones that everyone fucking loves, dude, okay? These are all candidates for S tier, okay? Starting off, Bryce Mitchell. Now, Bryce Mitchell recently hit a big boom.
Gospel. That's all you think of Bryce Mitchell. Gospel.
People asked for racist Bryce Mitchell. They got it and they loved it. So now we have Bryce Mitchell questioning
country
science, you know?
Gospel.
Brother, if you get a tennis ball and you spin that ball around, where's the flat part? There is no flat part because the round earth was a lie made up by Satan, right? You also now have racist Bryce Mitchell, dude. Stop resisting, brother. Listen, all right? If the earth ain't flat, how come I'm laying you flat on your back, brother? Now stop resisting, boy. So Bryce Mitchell, there's a lot of versatility with this. That's the clip that's going to get me canceled. That's the clip that's going to get me fired from the UFC.
Literally.
Listen, it's worth it, dude. Bryce Mitchell, I find it hilarious. A lot of versatility in what you can do with Bryce Mitchell. I've got him in the B tier. I also love his catchphrase of brubber. Listen, brubber, all right, let me explain the flat earth to you. All I need is 18 hours in a PowerPoint presentation, and I can change your mind, brubber. All right, brubber? So Bryce Mitchell, he's going B tier, B for brubber. He's a solid impression that I find very funny to do. Let's move on to a man that had a great performance in the octagon. Once he gets on the mic, he sounds like a fucking squeaker, dude. O'Malley's going D tier, dude. Dude, imagine putting me in the D tier, dude. That would suck so bad, dude. That's the only thing I can do with O'Malley, is literally just... Dude,
another
guy
who sounds like a
dude,
man.
imagine putting me in the D tier, bro. Imagine being a hater, dude. Dude, I literally faceplanted Peter, dude.
That's all O'Malley does. That's all he talks.
If you never heard O'Malley talk, bro, and you just looked at his face and you heard his voice, you would not think them two aligned, bro. This guy sounds like a dork, but he looks like a fucking crackhead.
So
no shade to
he's one
O'Malley.
that I'm
We
not
fuck with
super
O'Malley.
confident in.
Cool.
I literally have one sentence I can do with him. He's going in the D tier, but people still do ask for it sometimes, so I had to mention him in the tier list. Boys, this next one, oh my god.
I'm going A tier. I'm the only
Not
black
S
guy in
tier?
the A team. Like I'm Mr. T. Trust. I'm the best impression on YouTube. Manifest. I wish one time in your life you could do an impression as good as this. Trust.
Izzy,
I
he
thought that
has
was
to
his
be
S tier.
I
Yeah.
do his impression every single video.
Literally.
There's so many funny jokes I can make with this guy. I can do legit Izzy bars, joke Izzy bars, Izzy impressions in joke situations, whatever you want.
How is
Izzy
he not
one of
S
my
tier
best
for him?
impressions, in
What
my
the
opinion.
Who's in the S tier?
And honestly, this impression is so good that it scares me sometimes. And I don't mean like I'm really talented. I just mean the jokes that I do with it, the mannerisms I make fun of. I'm scared to go to New Zealand, bro, because I know one day I'm going to walk into CKB.
CKB gonna kill him.
And, you know, I'm just going to...
Hey, I know your voice. I know that voice from anywhere. You're Bedtime. You're the guy that made a video calling me gay. Guys, come get him.
And then, you know, Dan Hooker jumps me. Fucking Kai Kara France jumps me, dude. Blood Diamond gets in. I take out Blood Diamond, obviously.
Brad Riddell.
Tyson Pedro.
Carlos
comes out, take out
Olberg.
Tyson Pedro, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like, Izzy might be you know, hurt by this impression. It's that accurate. So I have to put it in the A tier. It's just an iconic bedtime.
Blood Diamond
impression,
is
in my
terrible,
opinion.
bro. That man do not belong
Let's
in the
move
UFC.
on to another iconic bedtime impression. I don't want to be weird and have an ego about doing fucking voices on YouTube. Let me be clear on that. But, dude, I have the best Sean Strickland on YouTube. Like, come on, dude. Come
It's
on,
pretty
dude.
good.
Come on.
It's pretty good.
Here's the fucking thing about Bedtime, you guys. This guy does the best fucking impression of me, you guys. This guy's a little fucking Australian man. He sounds like my fucking twin brother, you guys.
Shit.
It almost turns me on hearing him try and fucking copy me because he wants to be like a real fucking alpha male, you guys.
That's some
Sean
shit
Strickland
Sean
is
would
one of my
say
favorite
too.
impressions to do. Not as requested since he
Bro
left,
is
because you guys
super
kinda
red
fake.
pill.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys are fake Sean fans. But you know, Sean Strickland, I feel like this is one of the best impressions I can do. This is one I would feel confident doing at a party or doing for
So who the fuck is in S tier?
a casual, being like, "Oh, you do a Strickland impression, like do it."
I haven't
This
heard
is one I
Bilal
would feel
Muhammad
confident
yet. That's
whipping
the
out.
only person I can
And I
think
feel
of.
pause.
I mean,
and I feel like
wait,
people would fuck with
Leon
it. I feel like
too,
people would be like,
I
"Yeah,
guess.
that's actually really good." So, that's the feedback I've gotten on it. So for that reason, I feel like it's pretty fair to put him in the A tier.
Bro does
I
a
know
really
a lot
good
of you guys
Leon.
really love the
I've
Strickland
never heard
impression, so
anybody do
he
Leon
has to
before
be
the way
A
he
tier.
does, bro.
Let's
That
move
shit is
on
goated.
to another beloved bedtime impression. This is one that really got popular over the last couple weeks. Obviously, the guy just fought.
How's
We had
Cody
this
Garbrandt
huge
not S tier?
storyline together, and now we're best friends. You know, bedtime's a good dude, man. Bedtime's a good fucking dude. You know, the guy fucking. He used to be a fucking dirtbag. You know what you fucking did? You made a fucking video about me, dude. But you switched your pick. You gave me some credit. You know, respects. You know,
Louisiana
I'm
mud
just a man.
rat
I'm just a man,
or
you know?
whatever that shit
Me and
is.
Dustin Poirier, we're boys now. We're officially fucking best friends. Okay.
Swamp rat.
There was a period where if you asked Dustin Poirier his opinion about me, he would have been like, you know, the guy's a fucking dirtbag, dude. That guy's a piece of shit, man. Karma's a fucking mirror, man. But now we're boys. I like doing the Dustin impression a lot more. I think a lot of you guys are gonna be sad when I stop doing the Dustin salty loser impression, because it seems like he's actually being quite humble now. But trust me, man, if he loses to Islam and he fucking whips out a, it's 25 minutes to make life fair, man. You know, I gotta be graceful, dude. I'm gonna
After
get back on
every
the Dustin
loss,
Poirier impressions.
literally.
But yeah, I feel
Tears
like
running
this is an
down
A
this
tier
nigga's
impression.
eyes,
People
whining
love me,
and shit,
doing
crying.
this one. People find it really funny. I got to do it every time I talk about Dustin. He's going A tier. Let's move on. There is a couple more left, and again, these are all heavy hitters. All right.
Who's
Let
S
me check
tier?
this guy in. Michael Bisping. He's a C tier impression. I would say he's not one of my best impressions. Again, there are better Bispings out there. MMA Guru does a really good Michael Bisping. Shout out to him for that. But my Michael Bisping, it's funny enough. Like, I have moments where it's funny enough to put it in the C tier. Okay. You know, people go, oh, impression of Poirier, Bisping watching this. Oh my word. Look at this. Look at that, buddy. Baby boy. Oh my word. Unlucky, buddy.
Baby boy.
You know, so I've got all
Unlucky.
the Bisping,
That's what he said.
mannerisms down. I can't really do a full sentences Bisping. You know, the only thing I do with Bisping's impression where he's actually talking is like him consoling someone after a loss, like an idiot, where he's just like, you know, when I lost to a fucking Mexican Volk, you know, buddy, my fucking career ended too, buddy. You know, just completely ruining the situation. So there is funny things to do with the Bisping impression, but I'm going to be real. It's not one of my best ones. It's not super requested either. I think C tier is solid because it does have some valid uses, but yeah, C tier for Bisping is pretty fair. Let's move on to, man, one of my favorite impressions to do. I would say this has probably become one of the most popular impressions that I'm known for. Listen, dude. Listen, you guys, man. Bedtime's gonna put me on the tier list, guys. I think he's gonna make a video, dude. Guys, if I had to guess, I think this video is gonna have a thumbnail, guys. I really do, man. I think people are gonna watch the video sometimes, man. I really do. Henry the Super Genius Cejudo. This guy is an A tier impression. This is an impression I find so funny to do. I almost considered making like a sketch show. Like, I almost considered making like a fucking animated sketch show where it's like Henry Cejudo is like a, you know, a fucking substitute teacher where he just comes in and they just won't listen. He's just like, listen, guys. Hey, guys, listen, man. Hey, guys, listen, dude. Hey, guys, listen up, man. Yo, guys, listen up, man. Because it's just so much fucking material with this guy, dude. You know, him losing to Marav, getting picked up, was the best thing that's ever happened to my career because there is just so many people that want to hear funny Cejudo impressions. Him stating the obvious on his YouTube channel also makes it very easy. The message that he sent to O'Malley, I almost want to shout out O'Malley for putting this idea in my head of Cejudo stating the obvious because he did it first. So Cejudo has become a legendary impression. He belongs in the A tier. Let's move on to another. I would say it's an impression that I wouldn't say it's fallen off, but this used to be an impression that I would do basically every video, every stream. Not super popular at the moment. Maybe we'll come back, but I think, you know what it is? I think it's his fans, but I'm gonna put Alex Pereira in the C tier.
What?
Now, a couple months ago, maybe a year ago, this would have been an A tier impression. This would have been one of my most popular impressions. But
all you gotta say for Alex Pereira is chama, 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 chama. That's all you gotta do.
I do have to be honest that the Alex Glazers, every single person walking the earth being like, Shama, Shama,
That's
Shama,
it.
has kind of deaded the meme in my personal opinion. Maybe that's why I don't do it as much, but you know, I've got a solid Alex Pereira impression on deck. Anytime I need it, I can just whip out the fucking, Shama, hey, what the boy, Shama,
What the boy?
It's a solid impression, but it's just one that it doesn't excite me, bro. It doesn't get me up. It doesn't get me hyped.
It's really
dude.
simple.
It doesn't make me
It's really
laugh as
simple,
much
yeah.
anymore. That's why he's going into the C tier. You know, you hate to see it, but it is what it is. Let's move on to, I would say, underrated bedtime impression, but again, it's pretty limited. It's not a very high-ranking one. I would put Kamaru Usman in the D tier. This is one that I find pretty funny, but it doesn't have a lot of usages. All I do with Kamaru Usman is just, don't back up, T-Word. I'm coming all night long. My mind is stronger than all these other
Cringy, bro.
welterweights. Don't back
Kamaru
up,
was
T-Word.
so
I'm gonna
cringe.
keep coming all night long. I'm gonna keep digging with that shovel. Pop, pop. I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster. So Kamaru Usman, I have some of his sentences, some of his mannerisms, but I can't really do funny situations with Usman. I don't really use it very much. There's not a lot of usages for it, so I would say D tier is pretty.
I haven't
fair
heard
placement
Jorge
for Usman.
Masvidal,
Let's
Conor
move
McGregor,
on to
Leon
one of the
Bilal.
most popular impressions that I do.
So
One
I'm
of my
assuming they're S
personal
tier.
favorites. I'm gonna put him in the A tier.
Yeah, that's what's up. I don't even know what the fuck this tier list is. Straight up. Yeah. That's what's up. Appreciate that.
That shit was good.
Tier, pop out. Flat out, you know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum.
Nah.
I gotta
Not
put
Assalamu
Nate in there.
alaikum.
Nate Diaz is one of my favorite impressions to do.
You just have to sound like you're slurred everywhere, like you're really drunk off, like high off your ass, like, bro, you just sound like a slobbering idiot. If you want to sound like Nate Diaz.
It's pretty accurate. Again, this is one that I've gotten a lot of mileage out of. I could use this impression for any scenario you can come up with for Nate Diaz, whatever joke you want. I love to sneak in phrases that he's already said. Like, I've set up a scenario where he can be like,
What the fuck is it? Nobody knows what the fuck a gazelle is. So, fuck that. That's what's up. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck.
so Nate Diaz is funny as fuck, dude. And yeah, he belongs A tier. I mean, I don't really have to explain this one. You guys love the Nate Diaz impression. Let's move on to, I would say, one of my best impressions in terms of pure accuracy. And again, I haven't heard a better or a more like used impression of this guy. I would say I'm the guy in terms of this impression. Humbly speak, it's just fucking voices on a screen. Calm down, but I'm putting Bilal Muhammad in the A tier. I truly believe I'm the
Not
best Bilal
S.
Muhammad on YouTube, bruv. I think that this Bilal Muhammad impression is kind of goated. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a green FN. moment for me, bro. This Bilal Muhammad impression. This is one I've got it in my bag, bro. I'm a 99 overall Bilal Muhammad.
For real? I thought it was S tier.
And I go,
You know, Dana, give me my shot. You know, all I need is my shot at the title. You know, I never got to fight Leon. You know, we never got to leave the second round. You know, he eye poked me. I thought I was going blind. You know, but I really believe I can dominate Leon in the striking, in the grappling, in the wrestling, everything. You know, and then I can defend my belt against Kobe. You know, all I need is my shot. You know, I'm from Chicago, from O Block. You know, all I need is my shot, Dana. Give me my shot.
So Bilal Muhammad, A tier impression.
Bro, who's S
He
tier?
probably ruined the Nick Diaz impression for me, which I do have to mention because they are kind of the same voice, just tone shifted. But yeah, I feel like my Bilal Muhammad is pretty goated, and for that reason, I get a lot of funny stuff out of it as well. I'm gonna put him in the A tier. There is 3 more impressions left, dude. This feels like the last day of school, bro. Seeing all my boys here, all my impressions that I can do.
Who the hell is S?
Fuck, man. I'm gonna put one of my best impressions. I would say it's a very
Leon has to
commonly
be
requested
S.
one
Has
now.
to be S,
I
bro.
could do it for a while, but I never got the chance to kind of show it. This little individual putting me in the B tier, super necessary. Super fucking necessary. If I see this dude at Whole Foods, you know, it's not over, it's not done. I had to hit him with the 3-piece, bop, bop, glide out of there, you know?
That's
This little
S
individual,
tier.
I'm gonna break this guy's fucking
He does
face.
that shit really good.
Completely break this dude's face. I was listening to this video on my fucking Obama phone. Jaw. Masvidal, B tier impression. B tier impression. It's kind of a reskin of the Ortega impression. A lot of funny usages I can get out of it. Obviously, I've got some of his mannerisms down, like super necessary, completely necessary. You know, the way that, you know, if you're talking to Masvidal, if you're an individual, you got a problem. This dude, you're good. This little dude, you're fucked, right? So there's little ticks to Masvidal that I find make this impression pretty funny, but I would say it's a solid Bryce Mitchell level impression. I can use it. It's not my most popular one. It's not my best one, but it's definitely up there. A lot of people like this one. I think B tier is solid. Let's move on to the last one among the pantheon of greats before I talk about the S tier.
Who the fuck is S tier?
Bruv, I've waited 9 fucking hours
How
to
is
be
he
in the
not
tier
S
list,
tier?
bruv. You've done fucking literally everyone else in the tier list, bruv. It's been a long,
It has to
long
be
road
Connor.
to
It
get
has
to the
to be
fucking
Connor.
tier list, bruv. I truly believe I deserve to be A tier, bruv. You know, that's 9 impressions of me in a row that you put me in the B tier, bruv.
He should have been S
Leon
tier.
Edwards, one of my better impressions in my opinion. I would say that it's not up there with the most iconic bedtime impressions, but it's close. It's close. It's one of the, it's in that conversation. If you know the Leon impression, you fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? If you
For real.
haven't heard it before, maybe you don't know it as much. I feel like most people kind of know, oh, he does a good Strickland, he does a good Izzy, he does a good Poirier, he does Connor as well, right? But Leon Edwards is one that I enjoy doing. There's a lot of funny usages for this one, you know. Arab, I was just wondering, bruv. You know, Leon Edwards in the club getting rejected by the baddies. There's so many Leon Edwards impression moments that I look back on fondly. And all in all, this is a solid mid to high level impression that reliable, funny, decently accurate. I wouldn't say it's my most accurate impression. I would say it's pretty fucking close. Like, it's pretty fucking good compared to the actual guy. It's not inaccurate. So Leon Edwards, you're going in the B tier. There is one man left, and
Connor.
it is Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
It is Conor McGregor. This is the best impression I can do because
I don't know if I've heard
not
it,
only
though.
is the singular impression accurate, in my opinion.
You know yourself, mate. I'm the fucking best impression there is in the game. So, you know, all these other motherfuckers, they can,
You know yourself.
you can say what you like. I'm the best fucking impression there is. So
That's pretty
you know,
good. I'm not
there was
gonna
no
lie.
other choice to be in the S tier, I believe. Yes, I believe I am the best impression
That
on
was
the
really
Bedtime
good.
channel.
But I can do multiple versions of Conor, bro.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I'm
pretty
saying.
good.
I can do like coked out Conor.
You know, take a sip of that to the label, yeah.
Oh, no,
Drink it to the
God.
label. That's your first sip, yeah, to the label, yeah. I was sparring this big Polish bloke and he kneed me in the elbow. My entire fucking arm went dead, yeah.
I can do like young prime McGregor when he's like,
Drunk Connor.
This is
you
not
do that,
a
man.
therapy session. I do not believe that we are on the same level. I believe that you are a level below me, and I believe I will show that in the octagon. You will swing, you will miss. I will not be there, and I will put you out cold. That's what will happen in that fight. I am not here to discuss personal fucking
Pretty
feelings.
good.
you know, I can do, you know, Twitter McGregor. That's another one I can do. The Twitter McGregor.
Hey guys, thanks for all the nice comments about the trailer release. I'm just reading them now. See you at the premiere.
You know, and then there's like angry Twitter corner.
Dustin, P-head, do you want to go to war? Yeah. Mr. Estrogen, do you want to go to war? Yeah.
So I feel like I've just
His
got
voice
such a
tones are
wide
crazy
variety
on
of Conor
Twitter.
McGregor impressions. I could do literally any Conor scenario, any Conor quote you could ever ask for. I can do it pretty accurately. I would say this is my best impression if I had to pick. But this is my rankings of the Bedtime MMA impressions. Let me know your favorite impression down below. Guys, thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. Speaking seriously, I really appreciate it. I don't.
Hey man, shout out to Bedtime MMA. Listen, I personally thought there should have been a couple others that should have been S tier, like the Bilal Muhammad, the Cody Garbrandt, and Leon Edwards for sure. S tier, bro. The Robert Rosas one, as messed up as it is, definitely should have been S tier. And the Khabib Islam ones, those are really good too. But and Brian Ortega for sure. But if y'all think that or think something else, let me know. If you're an MMA fan or whatever. And if y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends, and go in the comment section because we react to talk about whatever. It don't matter, bro. We do it all here. We super diverse. And most importantly, please do not forget to subscribe. Join the fucking family on this road to greatness, fam. And it's my rookie year, so I'm just trying to grow with y'all, you feel me? But without doing too much yapping, I'll see y'all in the fucking next one, bro. This video had me in tears, bro. This is funny as fuck, so peace the fuck out.